Another video for another day. Because Maki is coming out to play. The Emerald Pillar King is coming to save the day. But of course, no god can be like me. Because as cringy as and as intelligent as I am, and as arrogant as I am, I only speak common sense and facts. If you disagree, you put it down below, and we shall see, okay? Because I didn't say my intro, but I'll say this. I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Don't turn gay because of a lack of a leg. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about a message to all of you nerdy guys, you know, who likes to play games. A nerdy guy is a beta male construct, okay, which is average looking Joe Smo, okay? When I say average looking, I'm talking about you try to take care of your health the best way you know how, okay? You're not overweight. Now, if you're a nerdy, out overweight type of guy, I'm not talking about you because your chances in hell with any female is very slim to really none, okay? Unless you get that weight down, because I try to teach guys to lose the weight because, no. How about this? If you're overweight, always deal with some female that is overweight, and then you won't have yourself in a conundrum. Because I teach guys that if you're fat and you're dealing with a thin female, no, you're incompatible. Sexually, you're not compatible. This factually, that's a fact. Now, there are some women who might like fat women. There's some women who might like bigger, obese men. That's another subject. I encounter guys who love bigger women, but I'm not talking about that. But this message is for all you guys who are either unattractive to a 1 or 2 overweight or nerdy. Fall for your type so we can dismantle all of these problems that you can't find the right one. Look for your type. So if you look in the mirror and you know you're overweight as a 3, okay, because that's a big number. If you're overweight, you must talk to a 3. Okay, just get that out of the way. Now, if you're a nerdy guy and you're into computers and you're into hacking and all that stuff, you're into the meticulous Dungeons and Dragons type shit, you play your games. Like, I'm a gamer too. I'm on Twitch as well. And you know, but I have daughters, though. I'm an alpha. I travel abroad. This message is for you guys who's trying to do what I'm trying to do. Nerdy guys are not alphas, but you have to have your standards so high to where the female won't have a chance. You have to focus on being alone. But you will keep your options in your mind open because you know you can train the female or teach the female. That's different, but you guys won't be able to contend with that. I do shit like that. I got lucky, you want to say. I got lucky. I don't know. I just kept putting my profile on the international dating sites. The smart, geeky, average-looking Joe Smo, beta male, will focus on international, not developed countries now. And this is a key element. This is a message to nerdy guys. I teach nerdy women too, and also women who are out of shape too. But I do not recommend big women with small men. Okay? You know, it's not going to work because in America, I've encountered some women who are overweight and they thinking they're going to find themselves an African man unless that man is slinging. Okay, no, they're not usually slinging unless you go into Congo. That's different because their penises are not as big as you think they are. No offense. All right, if they're malnutritioned, no, you're going to have to feed him a lot, okay? Okay, but that's another subject for another video. But if you're a nerdy guy, geeky guy, average-looking Joe Smo, I consider myself an average Joe Smo. Okay, you know, but I'm alpha. I don't be playing that beta construct because I learned from the pimps now how to act. See, I got the little beard. I'm on the basketball court. My message to you is don't bring them back. Don't bring them hoochies back here. Because I've encountered a virgin. I lost my virginity when I was 31. See, I followed the procedure, and I was told not to bring them back, but I had a plan. You play chess. I know a lot of you nerdy guys, okay? Play chess. I play chess too, okay? I know about the pawn that if you pass a pawn up, you can El Passe. I know about that, okay? And I know some of you guys may be hackers or whatever. That's a learned trait on your own, and you didn't get taught from institutional schools to do this shit. You're pretty bright. Okay? You're a gamer. You play Smash Brothers. Good, cool. But my message is to you is that when you if you do find women internationally, is you know better not to talk to women in Western countries. You know better because they are not interested in you in the first place. You know they're not. So you have to look for high-hanging fruits. I recommend you not bring them back. I recommend that they're virgins. I recommend that they're into polygyny. I recommend that you check their families. When you do this, you verify yourself as an alpha because you're recording it. Record what you're doing. People respect you more when you record it, right? Right? You don't have to be as attractive as any beta alpha male, because that's what all they getting. Because most of the time when the people are very attractive, they have the highest STDs. Facts, okay, right? When they're putting makeup on and they're trying to impress the social, when women are interested in social networking on the media, when they're doing those dances and herky jerkies, and you're not doing those things, okay, you're the better person. Stay away from the Jezebel spirit. If you don't understand what a Jezebel spirit is any female who wears makeup, high heels, tattoos, need to socialize, need space. Any of these females, that's like 80 to, yeah, that's pretty high. I learned this a long time ago. I'm 48. I may not look like it, but you can see the little bald in your guy now. Yeah. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. Don't bring him back. Make sure you bring your standards first, up front. Tell them that you're a holy person. Tell them that you're a prophet. Tell them some shit that you know that will throw them off their rocker. Because a lot of guys, there are far more virgin men than there are virgin women. This is a fact. So then you got women saying that there's no good men, right? So I have to repeat myself because there are lots of guys who look at my image, right? And they'll be like, oh, this is a cuck simp. And I'm like, you guys don't know what the word simp means. Simp means suckers, investing in mediocre pussy. From the pimps, they told me this. Mediocre means used. You're not supposed to deal with them. You're supposed to charge them. Alphas get paid. And it's not all about money, because I know there's some women, oh, it's all about money. No, it's about emotional intelligence. It's about bringing more to the table rather than just your ass. Your assets, okay? Because your ass is a form of assets in a way, right? You make the babies. A lot of women pimp the men to go to the white daddy, extortion. You get extorted. You go to the courts because you get tired of that man, right? You run right to the motherfucking courts. But you better not fuck with everybody like that. I try to tell women you can't do that to every guy. And if you got 5 kids, one of them guys is going to catch you one. You're going to get dead. You're going to get dot. You're going to be done. And I keep saying to women disappear more than men. They disappear every day at a faster rate. Because they keep doing, there's a small group of alpha males who don't fuck around. They will cut your body into little pieces. You try to rob them. You steal from them. They cut you to little pieces. And they're like, you watch the TV show called The Boys. You'll see what narcissism is. That Homelander be murdering people. And his powers is beyond limits and shit. You just got to watch the TV show. But trust me on this. You nerdy guys are a blessing. Okay? But you can also be a curse to yourself. So don't be a coward when you are walking up on women. Stop it, because the cowardness will get you alone. I have associates that I know who have that nerdy, they don't have that confidence to walk up on women. But there's women who say there's no good men. And women got to start making moves. Okay, and they walk up to the wrong man. So a lot of women are making wrong decisions. And then we got a lot of nerdy guys not talked about in society, okay? And then the karma comes on their head. So it doesn't matter. It's better to be alone. What did the Bible say? I'm not even religious, okay? It's better to be in the desert, okay, rather than just being with a nagging female who's not trained and disciplined on what your basic needs are, right? Your basic needs is sexual healing, maybe sex once a day, sex once every other day. You're not a nympho. You got other things to do, right? Children can be a burden if you don't have the education. And so you nerdy guys should know that, do I want children, okay, right? Children are a blessing. I was around children before I had my own, okay? I always wanted children, so I kept thinking about it. I have to go out. I gotta go, and I did it. I lived in Ethiopia for 2 years. I did it. I'm the only one, as a matter of fact. No two people are alike, all right? You're going to have to say things and put it into context. You have to do confirmations, which is, I am confident. I can walk up to that beautiful woman and smell them panties. Okay, you got to say stuff like that. You got to be strong about it. Now, if you see a big guy, you know you can kick his ass if you're smart enough, right? David and Goliath, come on type shit. You can't be a pussy. You're going to be I've seen so many guys depressed because they can't find a girlfriend. And think about statistics, all right? Think about statistics. There are far more men from the Far East committing suicide. And you think they're black? No, no. They're Asians. They jump off a bridge to go to the Black Forest and shit. And the Golden Gate Bridge, people be jumping off of this bridge and shit, putting grease on it and shit so people won't jump off and kill themselves. It's mainly men, okay, because they don't know what to do. So you come to me, you need some help, okay? I'll help you there, okay? But if you got some sort of autism, I don't know how far I can take it to help you, but help me and I'll help you, okay? We all have to help one another, right? I like to be eccentric. I don't want to be popular. I hear nothing about ambition. I'm the type of guy that says live free or die trying, okay? I'm really old school. I do not believe in working hard, but I rather think about working smart. Low overhead is the key. You don't need a lot of education to be a millionaire. You just have to be in the right place at the right time. Also, it's all about who you know as well. This is how most people get popular, because they knew the right person or the connections, or they got lucky. They got lucky, like Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. One of his videos get viral, boom, okay, you get rich. And people start getting connections and yada, yada, yada. But other than that, the whole goal here is the message for you nerdy guys out there is to be wise at all time and be careful, because there are women, the Jezebel spirit resides in most Western women. You cannot avoid this. You cannot do it. When you talk to a female, she's thinking about what she's going to get. She feels entitled. This is a problem for a lot of females. They don't know how to humble themselves. They don't want to learn from you. They don't want to learn how to play. See, when I was talking to my wife from Ethiopia, right, I thought she really liked to play Borderlands, right? And so I'm like, okay, you don't want to play Borderlands? But she liked to play knick-knack games. Knick-knack games are like card games, like Sorry, or board games, simple board games. These things is something that women need to snap out of. They need to indwell their minds in more harder things, things that you have to put more thought into. Borderlands is a game that you have to understand the weapons. Borderlands is a game where you have to have missions, you have to read stuff, and most women are not down with that. There's many varieties of games that women can get into, but they're not interested. Or if they're not interested in games, so how about playing basketball, getting physically fit? They're not really interested in that either. Over time. Oh, I'm talking about over time. Women gets bored. You get bored after 5 years or less. Especially if they're not sexually drawn to you. Men does not need a lot. Women need a lot more, because their fathers, they were not raised by alpha fathers. So, since you got everything in a nutshell in under 12 minutes, because I told you before, if it goes over 10 minutes, you know, there you go. I'm not your average man. And I'm not your Peter Pan. Keep to your goddamn self. Mind your business. If the female don't have no virginity, time to move on. She's not into polygyny. You want multiple children. You want a lot of children. You got to move along. She's not into that. She's not into learning about you, humbling herself. You got to test her for that. You have to literally test her. If you make her angry 3 times, what's she going to say? I'm done? You don't need a female who gets easily angry. You can't do that. You gotta test her. You gotta test her. Okay? And she gets emotional, like, why, baby? You know, she's supposed to humble herself. What did I do wrong? A question always destroys an aggressive person. A question, most of the time, destroys a person who is aggressive. Other than that, I hope you learned something from this video, guys. And this is all unscripted now. I'm the real McCoy, and just trust me on that. Okay? Let's focus on what my credentials is down there. I know there'll be haters. I don't care about those trolls. They call me a troll, okay? You know, to spread their little disease. There are evil beta males out there. Evil beta males in their emotions. Because I'll say something like, you're a bitch, and then they take that out of context, and you know I'm a comedian. Okay? A bitch motherfucking dude will spread some negative shit about another dude, and they don't know him. I don't like sensitive people. I'm too logical for that. You say something sensitive, I just block you, okay? Ignore you, okay? You know, but sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt you. Just like what Charleston fucking White says. And Charleston White says, I wish a motherfucker would, right? You know, that's how you're supposed to be. You should be able to say anything you want. Somebody talk about you, you ain't hurt, because that's this. You say something back, fire and fire. As long as it doesn't come to blows. The first person who makes the first move is the person who's in the wrong. Remember that. Even the KKK has the right to speak on how they feel. All right, let me see. Okay. So, but other than that, pick it up. And so other than that, that's all I really want to say to you nerdy guys. No, pick it up. Tezza, pick it up. All right, there you go. Talk to her. I'm on a video right now, okay? All right. Other than that, you are a blessing in disguise. You are God himself, okay? Okay, let me decline that, because I don't know why she keep calling. I'm not going to pick up. But other than that, please, guys, raise your standards and your confidence. Say what you are and forget about your past. Do not allow your past to dictate who you are for right now in these days of time, okay? So that's my message to you guys who are nerdy and you're still lonely and you don't have nobody. To fix loneliness, talk to people who are like-minded, okay? Hang with them. You have to do this. You found me. The universe has found you with me, okay, right? So you're going to have to get in touch with me. I'm usually on Facebook most of the time. I have a TikTok and I'm live now. So other than that, get in touch with me. If you want the real alpha knowledge, Generational X, you contact me. And I do have a Patreon on the 4th tier. And you check out my shit down below. Okay, if you're nerdy, you like to read. Okay, if you're not nerdy, you don't like to read. Okay, all right, we got that fact, right? Other than that, peace. Peace. My daughters will be with me too in the future. So unless I die or some shit, but I have some chance or some shit. I'll talk to you. You gotta wait. You know how to get in touch with the real alpha. I'm not interested in ambition. I do not give a fuck about people's feelings. I only care about, if you care what I am saying, just trying to say, I'll care about what you're trying to say, and I'll help you as you help me. Other than that, I do have a 4th tier. I repeat, I do have a Patreon. Check out my shit down in my bio down below. Okay? I'm the only one who travels and say the shit that I'm saying is the realist, okay? All right? I killed 13 women too, okay? So that even makes me blessed. The bad women. Okay? I didn't kill them physically, okay? The demons did, okay? That's another subject, okay? Other than that, peace. I'm going to eat your brains. I'm going to eat your brains.